Wow, kind of.
Look at.
All you had to do was stand still.
Oops. That's a shame. I'm sorry.
You can live with this weakness.
I'll even wait for 5,000 MP.
I mean, the captain.
Your opener?
Yes.
Fourth or the fifth time?
I can't even tell you.
Last time you said
Wakes and knockback.
every week.
Left side.
Whew.
Right side. After 6 explosions.
I just have to keep mashing it until it's muscle memory.
Yep.
Left. Front.
Don't mind me, I was just RP walk here.
Look for debuff. Placeholder. Oh, that's no good.
What?
What happened?
He turned.
Whoops. That's weird, because I was casting a heal on the group.
If you have turn to face the enemy option enabled, you will turn to face the person you heal. But if you don't, then unless it changed it.
Well,
I don't think it ever
casting,
turns.
I was casting Cure 3, so maybe I wasn't targeting anybody.
No. Yeah, right. You can test it. Just come here, face the edge, and cast it on somebody behind. I don't think it'll turn you. It's a heal.
Yeah, except that it did, and it does. See, this fucking got me killed as a healer in various Alex fights where you need to be like facing or walking or whatever a certain direction. Piss me off because there's no reason why you would need to turn to face a person you're healing.
The prey mark or the eyes in the second fight make it annoying too when I need to not look but then heal the person. So I have to like flick my camera really fast.
You can turn it off though.
You can turn it off, but then sometimes you'll be like trying to DPS. I'm like, I hit this button 7 times. How come I'm not casting arrow?
Yep.
Sorry, Dia. We've moved on.
Breaks in that back. Left. Next will be right. Right. Back.
Okay.
Slanta's like a honey badger.
It's stupid and it worked. It's not stupid.
I don't agree. It's still stupid. It's not stupid to do it, but it's still stupid that it works.
You know, it's funny, like, it honestly didn't even register in my mind that I was doing something dangerous.
Salenta.
But like, I was talking to Sharon about this, the way timing is working in this game, and how my mind is just like adjusting to it.
Right, it's like, you don't pay attention to the animations at all. Those are the least trustworthy.
Back. Front.
I almost fucking walked off there.
Blake's a knockback. Right and left. Right and left. Recharge Maelstrom. Right.
No!
Front.
Help me!
Cross.
Rescue me! Oh, thank you.
Double rescue.
I never tell you you're my hero.
Second one.
Every time you say that, I think you say second one. I'm like, there's no second one. What?
Not yet. Stay in the bubble. Drop on the sides.
Sorry, I should move to the back.
I won't be able to rescue whatever DPS gets the thing.
Check debuffs.
Just be sure and sprint. I have the stack. Stack on B if you have, if you're not the hunter. Cones out.
Just want to get forward.
Get knocked forward.
That did not hit me.
Stay
No,
at the front.
Don't push me forward.
You were not far enough back.
Well, I didn't get hit by the knockback.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yep, just a reminder for the order of those things. So the first thing is the radial knockback. That person should be just south of B. The second thing is the stack markers, who should already be split healers on the left, DPS on the right, and the knockback person moves to the left to stack with the healers. The third thing is the cones. If you have the cone, you just need to take a step out from the group. If you do not have the cone, you should be tucked in a corner. If you're a tank, you should be running south as soon as the splash from the knockback, or sorry, from the stack markers happens. Tanks should keep running south, and the tank with the knockback should be, let me check really quick.
Probably about on the
Around
outside of the
B.
hitbox.
Yeah, around B. And the other tank should be just south of that, at around C-ish.
Well, maybe the one with the knockback, maybe just inside the hitbox, and the one with the circle outside so that they damaging. Because they still need to get hit by the knockback.
Yeah, the knockback, the first knockback should hit the entire platform all the way down. So as long as you're along the line of lights, you should get hit by the knockback. So the DPS with the line debuff should be on the north edge of the platform facing south. At that. Everyone else, I think we can stack at A for heals and get knocked. Well, it should knock from A to C and then from C back to A. But let's just say DPS that don't have the knockback stack at A for heals, And if you have the line, you do the knockback. Make sure you run south so that you don't get knocked off the platform when the second knockback happens.
Waits and knockback. Right side. Left side. Left. Back. Check debuff. Back. Fuck. Wakes and knockback. Right and left. right than left.
I'll get it. Nobody, because I had second aggro.
Right. Front.
Rescue.
Cross.
Oh, and interrupts too.
So left, I won't be able to take this tank buster alone.
Oh, let's see what let's see what Yeah.
707,000 damage. Delicious.
So it's almost
This feels like a
cooldown.
trap. I think I'm gonna decline.
That's 707,000 with cooldown, so it was over the cap. You know, maybe I can just use Shirk. Maybe that's the best way to do this.
Elliot, are you ready?
Yeah. Zoom some case.
Because there's this awkward part of the opener where, like, our aggros are close, and I'm like, I don't want to pull.
Just Shirk after the AoE.
Or I can just fuck up my opener. That also works.
Breaks the knockback. Left side. Next will be right side. Right. Front. Check debuff. It's one time. front. After Tank Buster will be back. Waits and knockback. Right then left. Left and right. Right. Back. Cross. Stagger one.
Get the res.
I might be out of range. Drop the puddles on the sides.
All good. Check debuffs.
Huh.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
So we definitely got sprayed. Was that the tank did not run south?
I definitely ran south.
I was running south as well.
Was it that the person with the cone was too close?
I was pretty far out. I didn't
don't
see
know
who
why-
had the cone on the right side.
I think it was that. Did you get killed by the cone?
We got sprayed.
Well, I know
They
we
sprayed
did
across,
on
I'm
the
pretty
DPS.
sure.
Yeah, it seems
think-
like placeholder stepped too far. It's just that he's farther away from the stack at the northeast than whoever was the tank over there.
Like I wasn't on the outs. Like I was on the inside of the stack point. So maybe that's something I can do to, as a very, very micro optimization.
Yeah, you want to stack on the south side of the group so that you can just immediately run south.
I mean, that's what I did. I was like on the south inside side, which, you know, is like one yalm closer. But I started running as soon as the AoE went off. So I thought that'd be time. But clearly it was not. So people in the corners, make sure you're not all the way in the corner. And we will just try to be on the outside corner. Well, I mean, like on the south side, but
I mean, so that's the thing too, right? If we don't stack all the way to the wall while the tanks run south, we can shift to add distance between us, right?
So the people who do not have the cone should be packed as tightly in the corner as possible, so that the people with the cone only have to take like half a step.
I guess that's also true. It's just like
It's
close-
so you don't accidentally get clipped by the person in your stack group that has the.
Right, but what I mean is like I was pretty tight with everybody, and it's like if everybody's like playing chicken in the corner trying to get super close, like it's possible that I cannot be the farthest person out, even though I'm trying to be. Whereas if people are like, if we reverse this image, right? So like if people are like here and I'm trying to be here.
Here, let's pretend that this is the corner of the thing.
Okay.
I have the stack marker, so I have. Let me pull out the signs really quick. I have. We'll use the plus because it kind of looks like a plus. I'm standing right here on this square. The person with the cone, it's going to be another DPS. It's Midori. You have the cone. You need to just be kind of like on this tile. As long as you're on this tile, you're good. And Salenta, you are, let's say, the tank with the circle. It doesn't matter which one you have. You can be like right here and still get hit by the stack marker. So the third tile from the front top. And then as soon as that happens, you run along the edge.
Sure. I don't know
Well-
why everybody else isn't just right here.
We have to account for the fact that the two-party distance between them is also still a distance, right? So he can't necessarily just be one tile over, because then the two parties are farther. The bare minimum that he can be, unless I'm misunderstanding what you're saying.
Another option is the people with the spray markers can stand on this tile. As long as the stack is in this tile, then the spray markers can be in this tile. So the farthest is the diagonal. As long as the tanks run out, the diagonal should. In fact, we can even we can take it one step further and have triangle stand here. Midori, thank you. So if we have this configuration, then the furthest distance should always be to the diagonal, even if nobody moves. Even if the tanks don't start running until after the cone has already locked in.
Can I make a suggestion?
No, I hate your suggestions. Go away.
It is
Cheater.
possible for a tank to take both cones. And not have to use like a home gang or something. They just need to blow like dungeons or something big to reduce the damage.
Yeah, I mean, it
Then-
did like
I think
70.
that's
Would that
That's
tank would they need to stack?
reasonable. But yeah, they need to stack with the thing. So trying to bait a single tank out is going to leave one of the stack groups in.
Yeah, I mean, I think
that's
this
what I'm
is
asking.
fine.
Do they need to stack though? Do we need full stacks? 4 and
Well, you were complaining earlier that if the DPS who had the first mechanic wasn't in the group, your group almost died, or actually someone. So I expect, yes, it will be a lot easier if it's 4 and 4 split. I'm gonna make a really quick adjustment to the image on this thing and post it in the channel so that people can review it.
It's most likely that the important thing here is I just need to be more careful about exactly where I'm standing. So I have to be like carefully near the edge instead of just like, oh, generally like here-ish. So that's probably the most important part of this, but I guess what I mean is other people who like don't have the cone markers shouldn't be like,
I like strats where it's hard to fuck them up. So I'm going to try to promote a strat that reduces. Let's see here. What step is this? This is step 3. Yes.
Yeah, because when we see the stack markers go off, it's almost too late to move.
yeah, I mean that's pretty much what I was found out last time.
Because animations take like 1 or 2 seconds to come out after the thing actually does the thing that it's supposed to be doing.
I'm gonna assume that the width of the cone is extremely.
Yeah, seems pretty small.
It's pretty thin.
Okay, I uploaded a new picture. That is my recommendation for what we try.
Are we not just having one tank take both of them?
No, because then the stack with without a tank will only have 3 people.
I'm not convinced we need 4. I think a tank and 2 healers can soak one.
There's no reason.
Okay, I'm gonna pause that. Is there a reason why this would not work in your opinion?
It's just extra movement required.
It is not extra movement.
It's
This
exactly
is
one extra
exactly-
person's movement.
This is exactly the same amount of movement as before.
You don't need to move after you get to the stack. You just go to that position and stay there.
I'm not saying my movement, I'm saying movement in general. You're moving 2 people as opposed to...
No,
What?
so that is the position that you go to stack. We will get knocked
I'm
back.
talking about the tank. There's 2 tanks moving instead of 1, so it's twice as much movement.
No, both tanks will have to move regardless. The tank movement is not optional in this.
If you put 1 on each stack, then yeah.
No, both tanks need to move for their mechanics. They are getting knocked back regardless right now for this mechanic, and then the tanks will need to get in position for their next mechanic, and tanks don't lose DPS for movement within the boss's hit.
I just thought of a way that we could do this where that tank that starts. Oh wait, but no, that doesn't solve this problem. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say have one tank just be south and then the other tank gets double hit, but then you just have 2 tanks hitting cooldowns. Whereas right now, I don't really need to hit a cooldown. So.
And this should also be easier on healing or at very least less randomness on the healing, because you're not splitting the stack 3 ways and then having to heal people up more so that they don't die on the subsequent 4 hits. Oh shit, let me get rid of these signs.
Let me know when you're ready, Telly.
Yeah, I was just looking at set image.
Okay. Quakes and knockback. Right side. Next will be left side.
I'll get the res during Maelstrom. Or I can do it right now.
Left. Back. Check debuffs. Granada. Back. Next will be front. Quakes and then knockback. Left and right. Left and right. Right.
The sea
Front.
was covered.
Cross.
I got it. Heal me. Thank you.
Don't provoke
Oh,
yet.
shit.
I don't have it.
7 seconds.
Stack at 1.
One carrot back.
Figure so it's dead.
Well,
Drop on sides.
Except for the carrot didn't get.
Whoops.
check your debuff. You'll have exactly one job based on your debuff.
Can you be that far away, Tam? I don't know how big the stack is.
I don't know, but I'm trying to move, and both of them went to the
Stack?
the cones.
No, I was talking about the stacks. We all died to that. Did we have 4?
I was 2 squares away when I saw it go off.
I think we had 3.
I think that at least one person died, and at least one person, which I don't think was in your stack, got knocked off the platform.
I got knocked off, but I would have been in the DPS stack,
Yeah, that's what I was saying. This is.
but not the healer stack. So I don't know what their problem was.
You took 72k, Kanata? How much did I take? So we're in the same stack, right?
Yes.
Both healers should be in the same stack, yes.
I think I just like died to it.
77,000. So
Huh.
technically not lethal.
Okay. And that was with 3 then.
Yes, but we just took a hit, and then we took another hit like with less than.
How much did the DPS take?
I guess we gotta fill up
And-
before the or after
And
the
you had a
knockback.
shake. You had a shake off on.
How much did it? Somebody on the DPS side take? I have all my like numbers turned off, so I can't just look.
Something is off. It's not there.
Tylee biased? Or one of the DPS is going left, right? So
The DPS that's going left should be the one that has the knockback, but they might not be able to make it without a
okay.
unless they sprint.
Wait, 113,000. That means that there was only 2 people. I think I was only like a square away, or a square and a half away, maybe. So does that mean only 2 people took it on the right?
Maybe. Oh, maybe that's the tonal.
Yes, I definitely died to the cone.
Place the knockback. Right side. Left side. Left side. Front. Check for debuff. Accurate. Front. Back.
Ah, thanks, Ifrit. Did not even give me my own buff.
Place a knockback. Left and right. Right then left. Right. Front. Cross. Second one.
I'll get Pelly. I will get the first res if you want to just save your M.
Got puddles on the sides.
I'll go to the back also.
Check for your debuffs.
Move out. Ready for knockback. Stack on B.
Get forward.
Get forward.
Yeah.
Stack on B. For what?
To get
Left
knocked
side.
forward. Otherwise, you'll get knocked off.
Then right side.
That was after though.
That was when it was happening. Sorry if you interpret that as late. I saw people that were too far forward.
It's fine. I'll take weakness.
Ooh, yay, new mechanics.
Royal Pulse.
Alright, who are the players on? Were they on tanks?
Yes.
No. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. The stack I had. Did you have the other stack, Nana?
Yes. Black
Okay.
smokers? Oh, it looks like tethers. Oh, what? Oh, ow, ow, what? Yeah, well, assuming we have to split the party.
Yeah, so this is what Tam was probably alluding to when he said after we had our like single side split, like that would work for the first. So for the other one, you have the flares and stacks, and it's either going to be both flares need to get to the back, or the flares need to get to the opposite corners, depending on which version of the flare mechanic it is.
Yeah,
It's-
we went opposite corners and it worked pretty good that time.
Opposite corners is probably gonna work because
Oh, right.
Leviathan's gonna like spray
It
the
doesn't play
middle,
one.
so you can't not be opposite corners. Or else you just die.
No, but we could be same side. We could be both back corners. I guess we didn't eliminate that possibility.
The stack and flares happen first before he does the diagonal attack.
These aren't E2 flares, they're normal flares, I guess.
They're just get away from the tank flares.
Yes.
So it will be 3 people in a stack, one split left to right with the healers and the tanks. I'm assuming that we want the tanks to go to the back so that DPS can maintain uptime. Melee
Yeah.
DPS.
Yeah.
So in that case, it would be placeholder, Tylee, and Midori on the right platform, and the rest on the left platform. And I guess Salenta, you were also going right, and Tam was going.
Quick question: how many tethers did we get? Both of the people on the right side got one.
I think that's it.
Oh, so nobody on the left's got one?
Oh, looking for him.
Sounds like a tank thing.
Yeah.
So Tam, was Tam still alive?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sam was still alive, and he was taking the spray thing, but some other
Wait,
person.
he was taking spray thing.
Yeah,
I was taking the spray.
but some other person was on the left side was also taking the spray thing, and it got real awkward real quick.
So the spray things don't come from the tethers then.
Nope.
Doesn't seem like it.
Okay. They weren't far enough apart that we could, I think, easily move in between them. So we probably have to be in position when they're going off, when they're starting. Or at least relatively in position.
I'm gonna make an assumption that the spray is supposed to go on tanks because it really hurts. And I'm assuming it's going to be first and second aggro when it goes in. Unless Tam did something very sneaky and didn't notice it.
Maybe.
I could be wrong. It looks like they only did 22,000 damage.
Per hit.
Yeah, it hit really
Yeah.
fast. Unknown 42D9, 24 hits, 16,000. I hit.
So, to recap, just trying to think this through because there was only 2 people alive on my side. I didn't get to see what happened on the left side. Did you see what order they went up on your side?
Order?
The cones.
I think it was on Tam and the rest of us were stacked, so we all got it.
Sealed.
Yeah, same time. Maybe try to intercept it. Or have a tank try
You
to
guys
intercept
died.
it.
You died first, and then I died, and then I believe Bias died. And Vias and I both had the tethers. So if the tethers were on this, it's just hard when everybody wasn't alive because things are sometimes weird. But I would
Yeah.
think that if the tethers were a tank mechanic, that if Tam was still alive, he would have gotten it.
Or maybe Tam has to pick it up.
No.
I actually don't know what happens with the tethers because I don't have to deal with that.
Okay, well, can we just assume that I'm pretty sure the tank is supposed to get the wave and everyone should just stay away from the tank?
That seems likely, and the tethers actually. You spoiled it, but it makes perfect sense because placeholder wasn't alive. So. Well, but.
So that would mean that the DPS basically need to spread out along the length of the platform so that each DPS is getting hit by only one of the.
Well, I don't know that it actually will target them. I don't, because it sounds like if on the left they all died together, and I think on the right side I died first. So it might preferentially target the tanks already, so long as we don't die. So maybe we just need to be up in the front. And it sounds like the healers need to pick up the tethers, or somebody needs to pass the tethers to them or something. I don't know. Let's go see it again.
Okay. Placeholder and Midori died to the flares.
Sorry, cut out there. Die to what?
To the flares, to damage. Tam is... Okay, yeah. Black Smokers is the thing where it's the wave thingy. And...
Black Smokers has the tether and the wave, the conals.
Yes, so the first hit... Ooh. It's hard to tell. Oh. I'll rewatch it later.
So Tam. Oh gosh, you streamed this. I can go watch that again.
Yeah.
I always forget that.
Like, Tam is in the top corner, which makes sense. And then just stay in the top corner.
So Tam, I'm understanding this correctly. Our strategy is going to be to take the tether things, or take the players to the back, and then go all the way to the front so the clone doesn't defeat them.
Yes.
I don't know why I tried to talk about I'm like trying to double weave and hold down kill you.
Squig's a knockback. Why did it not go off?
I'll get it.
Right side.
Very annoying. 2 hits. 2 hits.
Sorry, I didn't want to res in the puddles and get like a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, no problem. Oh shoot. Oh
Left side. Front. Check for debug. Tell you. Front. Next is back. Lights in that back. Right then left.
I'm just I'm glad all these AoEs aren't radio.
Left and right.
Why won't you?
Right. Front. Cross. Second one. Left and right.
Why?
I'll get placeholder. Got a slow res on someone's up.
I have him cancel it. Just kidding.
Guess I'll slow res placeholder.
Pies took second aggro.
Yeah, when I'm not DPSing,
Drop on the sides.
this is gonna be a little crowded over here.
No, because I'm dead.
Oh,
I got nothing canonic, good luck.
back on B.
Check debuffs.
Mid. Regroup at B.
Stay
Stay
forward.
north. I'll get the res.
Left and right. So until you'll have to provoke the tank buster.
Alright, I just provoked. Oh,
At the tank buster. We gotta share this one. Never mind, I guess it can be provoked.
works that way too.
Stacks and flares.
I thought you all said for me to go right. Oh,
You did. We did.
Get out of my stack.
Hmm? No, I said
Help.
Door. Wait,
Yeah,
you said
me,
Midori,
Tyler,
Ty.
was Vi?
That's fine.
Sorry,
Vice is over here. Yeah.
It's fine. We'll just die. So anyway,
I guess do your normal left-right splits if that's different from what I said.
alright, let's step out.
I mean, either way, you'd be on the other side.
That said, yes, as a tank, I kept getting hit by those. It seemed to work exactly correctly for the tank stuff. I don't know what's going on with the tether. Did we get to see?
It looked like it looked like the people with the tethers dropped.
Yeah, puddles.
That was what happened the first time too. That's true. I didn't. You guys didn't have tether puddles on the left side the first time.
There was no one alive for the puddles.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, so we didn't know. 5-minute break or
Yes, I need to buy.
okay.
He's back.
Wow, grade 7 materia is like absolute trash now.
Dirt cheap
750 gil.
for 7s?
Yeah.
Really?
Time
Savage
to
Knights.
overmeld.
Time to stock up.
So what you're saying is we're done for the night because you're going to have Tam blow 1,000,000 gil and 750 gil.
No, I can do that later.
Obviously, they're not all that cheap, but I was just like, wow.
Yeah, I guess since the initial rush to overmeld is done, you only use them for overmelding, and you get them constantly as dungeon drops running
Yeah.
expert.
And a fucking million of them. Well, yeah, okay. You get a million from that, too. But you also get them from everything else.
There was a time when they were almost as much as the 8s.
Brief though that was.
Alright, I didn't buy up the whole market board. This will make overmelding my next set of gear really easy. Feels really good getting 20 pieces of materia for less than 20,000.
I guess feel free to just queue. I'm in the middle of this cutscene, but it should kick me out of the cut.
Quakes the knockback. Left side. Right side. Right. Back.
Is there a macro I can make to have Asylum? Like, I can double tap it and put it like where I am.
There's not a double tap, but there is a way to put an Asylum underneath you.
Check for debuff.
Why am I
What just
dead?
happened?
Bias. Back.
I'm just gonna explode right here. Seems like a trap.
Oh.
Yeah, because dead bodies still have mechanics.
Good point. That's awkward.
Yeah, so what killed us there? Well,
I don't know
specifically
what killed
me?
you. We would have been at full health coming out of the Maelstrom phase. There's like one rage and that's it.
Oh, Garrett has the lowest HP.
There's food. No food.
Looks like something is broken.
Nothing is broken.
What?
That's just how much HP I have. Welcome to Cloth. I don't think that this 500 hit points was the difference between living and dying.
Donna, how much did you get hit by?
I was not topped off. And it seemed like we might have not had one of our usual whatever shields or
I
something.
didn't have Suit as well.
That's 10%. And I didn't have Addle either.
I usually reprise Wolves and Ame, so. And that was up.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't do that stuff unless we decide to do it, so... Because if I get in the habit of doing it, and then I forget one time, and everyone's mysteriously done.
Like that.
So feel free to ask for it, but I won't do it unless you do. Or I think it's really obvious.
Breaks and knockback. Right side. Left side. Right. Front. Check debuffs. Front.
I really wish sprint worked when you push the button.
Midori, you have the most HP.
Back.
You guys are cute.
Should rescue someone into this.
Okay. I just want to live longer than Midori.
I don't think that's happening.
Wait, it's a knockback. Right side. Left side. Right. Back. Check debuff. Front. Back.
My toe! To quote placeholder.
All of us have big toes.
I'm saying well, all of those have big feet.
You're not Hobbit.
If only hobbits could be so cute.
They were many things, but they were not cute.
Quakes and knockback. Left and right. Right and left. Left. Back. Cross.
You're supposed to take it next, right? Oh, let's
Yeah.
not take the first one.
I'll just solo the next one. Stack at 1.
Hey. Everybody live. Not even one of us tanks died this time.
You pop sprint.
No, but I totally should.
Also, if you go out towards the edge, there's less drop on the sides. So it's you have to run from back to front.
Stack on B. That's a good thing.
Check debuffs.
On bias. Stack back at B.
Right and left. I'm going to take this 10 cluster off.
Okay.
Poison stacks.
Help! Oh shit! It's the closest person. It's not. Oh wait. No. Yeah.
I was not the closest person.
Oh jeez, what the heck?
Wow.
The puddle exploded.
They did.
So the person with the tether needs to run back.
Yeah. So on our side, I ran to the far right corner, and the person who who was that? I didn't see. I think it was placeholder.
Yeah, I was
sort of-
getting hit by your thing.
Yeah, you were in the front left corner of our side, and then you just ran straight back, but you were actually still closer to the bomb. I think.
So it does not look like the tether can be passed. Is because there's definitely some. I was hiding behind someone, and I got the tether, and I still have.
Yep.
Did you try running over anybody?
I did not try running over anyone, but I tried, like.
Not a normal tether.
It also did not seem to have the accompanying debuff that passable tethers usually have. Where it's
So
like
it
you have a
probably
little
can't be
like
passed.
target marker, and then when you pass it to someone, you get the like cannot be passed again debuff.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not crazy. So, usually tethers something you can do with it, but
You guys just put it in the back, see what happens?
on the left side, did it clearly seem to be that the person who was closest got hit?
Yeah, Tam definitely was in the top right corner and we took all of them.
Okay. Yeah, so I just need to go to the front left, not the back right, not the front right.
Yep.
I figured going to the front right, like, it is the farthest away from people. But it was too late by the time I adjusted.
Breaks the knockback. Right side.
Tragic.
Wow.
Left side.
I don't even know what happened there.
I'll get the res as soon as we go to the thing. Or not.
Right. Front. Check debuffs. Jared has it. Back.
What the fuck, game?
Do you have him?
Front.
Sorry, I didn't know where you were resing.
Wait, some knockback. Left and right. Left and right.
I think you should vote when she gets back. Leviathan's
Back.
a sheep, right? Is that the
Cross.
Why are you trying to assume it's gender?
I'm not. That's why I'm questioning. I'm like, actually, I don't know.
They, them, z, zim, get it right.
Second one.
When's the second one happening?
No spoilers.
Right and left. Drop on the sides. Check his buffs.
Those tanks get a regen there or something.
It's on Medora. Oh, never mind. That's the stack mark.
What?
Whoever had the cone was not in the right spot.
I was so far away. This is fucking bullshit.
Breaks knockback. Right. Next will be left.
I don't know how my opener got half a second off. That's annoying.
Right. Front. Pretty buff. Amadori. Front. This will be back. Breaks the knockback. Left and right. Left and right. Right. Front. Cross.
Stay there.
Yeah, my real dad.
Probably should have
Second
shot him
one.
a while ago.
Right and left.
By the way, if you really want more mitigation there, I can help you.
Trap on sides.
Seems like the one place that probably would be most useful.
Likes Vias for some reason.
Is it the farthest person away?
I'll get the res. Actually, you should just
Right
heal
and
LB
left.
after this mechanic.
I'm way in the back.
Oh, wow.
I'll get the res on Kanat. And then between B and C healer LP.
Got me.
Provokes him.
Okay. That's why I'll take the first hit. There we go.
Stacks. Flares.
Nope, not passing. Whoa, okay. I don't know what's going on there.
Maybe it's like the meteors where you have to put them not close to each other? Or at least not on top of each other.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Real quick. We can do one last poll, and then I might rewatch the videos. But yeah,
Wait, are we entering the video strat time?
I think.
Or are you talking about Kanata
my
stream videos?
Yeah.
I see, okay.
I have an inkling that you put them so far, like ever so far apart that they don't clip each other, so they won't explode. Kara tried very hard to pass to me. It did not do anything.
Yeah, and there was no corresponding buff or debuff.
Why did I not get knocked back with the rest of you guys? To the middle?
So the person who had the knockback was facing like this way.
And I was on the edge, I guess, or like over here?
Yeah, I think you're over there, so you
Okay.
you get hit by it. Like it was facing slightly, I guess, to the right, question mark? This way, this direction. And not at the very edge. Although, yeah, we should just like be like on the border of the second and third squares. So like turned upside down, this would be right here. Very safe.
Okay, so do we have a attack plan for this? And also, we have 6 minutes left. So are we doing one more poll, or are we just discussing strat?
Last goal. Let's try to put the puddles as far away from each other as we can.
Okay, so here's my suggestion: is we drop the puddles essentially just along the edge. Whoever has the marker starts at top north corner on the outside edge and just runs them along the bottom. So if you don't have the tether, just get on the inside edge so that you're not standing inside a puddle. No overlap, question mark, what?
Yeah, try not to overlap your puddles.
I think they might need to more than not overlap, but maybe just not overlapping is. There's definitely a precedent in this game of things being too close to exploding. Did we count how many puddles there are? Are there more than 4?
We died on our side before the mechanic finished. So
Yeah, we got 2 on each side and we all died.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna assume there's 4, so you can just
there's at least 3.
break. You can kind of break the arena into quads. So top corner 25, 25, or I guess it'd be top corner 33, 30, 67, 100% ish.
Well, the cone thing, the tank thing's going off, so you should do a Z formation maybe, or is that not enough room? Like this, or maybe just like a square.
I don't think you can put one on this corner and then put one on
Okay.
this corner.
I don't
But
know.
it is feasible to put one like here and then on this corner. That's probably possible.
Almost ran into the bus.
Yeah, it's roughly, I guess, the same spacing as the donuts need to be from each other.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
So I guess do a zigzag. Because yeah, if you get behind the tank, you're gonna die. and there was many tank. There was many tank things.
It's every like 3 seconds. You can
Yeah,
take 3.
It's every 3 seconds for like 20. Let's see how much.
At least
Yeah,
12
like
times.
40k a piece every 3 seconds. There was at least 5 of them. Don't go behind the tank.
Yeah, not recommended.
On the plus side, maybe I just happened to be looking at the one tiny bucket you're opening, but it does not seem to be closed in at that point in time.
Wait, so knockback? Left side.
Who's opener?
Tams. The aggro for the first tank buster.
What about it?
That's what I was concerned about. But it doesn't seems fine under normal circumstances.
Right side.
Because your burst comes before mine.
That time, my keyboard actually didn't move at all.
I don't have him.
I already have a res.
Oh, okay.
Right. Back. Check for debuff. Nice. Front. This will be that.
I got him.
Maintenance.
Breaks and knockback. Right then left. Left and right.
toying with this, aren't you?
Right. Front. Cross. To 1. Draft puddles on the sides.
It's on me.
Check the buffs.
You all don't get pissed off,
Everyone's gonna
Oh.
die.
Spread apart. Everyone spread.
That's no point.
No, it just hits her.
Dodge all the AoEs. Yeah, the single little dots will kill you.
Okay. Well, do we want to keep guessing on that mechanic, or do we want to just? Here's my first question: How is that the last set of new mechanics for them?
Yes.
Yes. After
So-
that is just enrage and enrage. You can find out what enrage is later.
Boss
we
was
can,
at sub 20%, so yeah.
we can find out what enrage is when we get there. So, let's just. I'm fine with just getting an answer for what the appropriate
There's-
solution.
You beat the tether.
Yeah.
It's the furthest person out, and then the healer and a DPS take care of the puddle. You line them up in a zigzag, going up towards like the north side, and then we just step in them as they drop.
You step in them?
Yes. So I'll step in one, and then Vias would step in the next one, and then I step in the third one, and he steps in the fourth one. If Midori was baiting the.
I don't know why you're making Vias get out of melee range. Probably because you hate him.
He shouldn't have to if the puddles are dropped correctly.
That's a big zigzag.
The puddles are not that big.
You don't start in the very back.
You don't. Yeah, you don't start in the very back. And they said it. So the range people bait the tether by just going out back, and then we handle it, and the tank just sit up there and look pretty.
And
You mean while we constantly get beat on?
Yes.
Yeah.
The tether is the spray or the puddles?
The tether is the puddles. The spray is for the tanks.
So the tether is who drops the puddle, but they may not be the person who takes it. Okay.
Yeah, I mean you can. They're not that big. You have enough room to keep melee in melee range the whole time. while handling that mechanic.
2 questions. How many puddles are there?
4.
Is the first person taking the last one?
It'll go. So on our side, it's going to go me, Vias, me, Vias.
Oh, it alternates.
Yes. So I'll step in the first puddle, and the third one, he gets the second and the fourth.
Okay. That's... Yeah, that probably would not... It probably would have taken a couple tries to get there.
Yeah, because I don't think stepping into puddles would have ever been the intuitive thing to do.
Especially not ones that glow like that.
Yeah. Historically, we've avoided that, so...
Yeah, I
It's
think
funny
they-
because so we did it in like T12, right? Where we each had to like take a puddle 4 times, and then we
Yeah.
also did it in Alex, I think. Alex 12,
Yeah.
where the tanks had to stand in the
12
puddles or
tanks.
something. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's interesting. They like
Maybe they're blue puddles? Is that a... Do they use blue puddles like that in other...
No.
8 or T12 was red puddles. A12 was black puddles.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you were supposed to figure it out then, to be honest with you.
Like have someone accidentally step in a puddle and be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I stepped in the
I
puddle
think-
and it exploded."
I think they explode if you don't step in them.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Or there might be something in the normal mode that is like that mechanic, except for it's explained via other.
No, I just did
no.
normal play, and I don't remember anything like that. There's
Yeah,
definitely
no.
no tethers or puddles or anything like that. It's
If
I
you're
think
trying to
this
think-
is the kind of thing you had to learn by someone not and extrapolating, I guess.
Well, the other thing is, after like 10 or 15 tries, we probably would try it. But if
That's like
things
10
were-
or 15 times
Yeah.
getting there.
Yeah, it's not a short fight to get to that.
Yeah,
And it's like, even if you did that, like, it's possible that something else went wrong at the same time, and you just learned the wrong lesson. If
Well-
you're not careful.
Like Tam said, after that, it's just a soften rage followed by a harden rage. So
Mhm.
that's the end of the mechanics.
How are we looking on DPS?
That I don't know. Tam? Privy?
I have him.
I bet a couple of those tries we were not terrible.
Oh,
When, on your clear, do you remember what % he was at going into that last phase?
under 20.
So, I mean, we're starting that phase around, what, 25-ish? When we, like, split to our sides?
Yeah,
Yeah,
when Enrage starts, I think you want him under. I want to say 15.
How nasty
at
is
the
he in
cast-
rage? Like, am I gonna be stuck healing for most of it? Or is it just more
For a
damage?
little bit of it. I don't think it's as bad as the Quietus.
Oh.
I don't think it like increases as much in damage. But and after he casts his final enrage, you still have like 5 more seconds or 10 more seconds to DPS him before it actually kills you.
I don't see any reason why we shouldn't be able to kill it next week, knowing that the last mechanic is just moving some puddles.
Yeah, and that does not require us to invent our own strat.
Right.
Oh, how about this strategy? We do a lot of damage.
I know one way to do a lot of damage.
Explain it more
It's
to me.
fail the mechanic, and the puddle does a lot of damage.
Also, am I going crazy, Kanata? Or in the first phase, am I out DPSing both the tank? Because it seems like I am according to my meter, but I know my meter is wrong.
It's pretty likely, yeah. And your opener is going to be higher than most tanks.
This class is busted.
Really?
Like, up to the first Maelstrom, I'm ahead of both of you sometimes.
Presence in line is a pretty good thing, and your DPS lowly thingies are pretty retarded.
Yeah, it lines up really well with Litany. I have to change my opener. There's a thing you can do where you use Swift Cast in the opener, and it gets the size in during Litany. So I gotta start doing that shit, I think.
Yeah, I think you can do it where you get with the swift cast, you can get a size and also not clip your presence of mind.
Right.
You're
Yeah, well, I
you're
guess
beating
are using pot. What's that?
like Tam's DPS is like super spiky, right? Like he's consistent in that he does a lot of damage during his burst phase, and then he's kind of falls off.
Oh yeah.
Whereas mine is a little bit more even, but it's kind of a similar principle. You're how
But
much
I'm
are you
a
beating it?
healer.
Okay, well I can look at it because I can't run ACT. And I'm pissed.
I mean, during my burst, I'm up with the DPS.
Yeah, I guess during the dips or during the parts where I have to actually heal, it's gonna be different. So after the first Maelstrom, I don't get as much DPS time as I would like, especially during the first what's the name of his skill where he knocks us back? Is that Tsunami?
It's
That'll work.
after the tsunami.
Yeah, once
Tsunami
Tsunami
gives
starts,
you the
I guess.
debuffs, and one of the debuffs is the.
I don't know the name of that ability.
Well, I will say that in our one of our longest pulls, I think one of our best pulls, our DPS did look fairly similar until my second round came about before Maelstrom, in which case I did maybe 20,000 more damage than you. But
That's one spell. That's like one crit. 20,000 damage is nothing.
oh, sorry, this is I'm reading the axis wrong. No, okay, these axes don't make any sense.
How are you splitting it into different phases like that?
Well, I'm just looking at the charts.
I see.
So if you look at the charts on the, like, for example, the poll that lasted to 9 minutes and 10 seconds, and you just show each person's chart.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Like, our charts are fair, yours and mine specifically are very similar until I get back to my DPS phase again. Whereas you're like falling off because you're doing healing or something.
Yeah, those are probably the healing phases. Yeah. That's crazy how much damage this class does, though. Or I should say, it's crazy how bad Astro is by comparison.
I'm not surprised because I tried doing Astro, Heaven's Ward, and it was bad then too. Holy shit!
That was
cards were
really
good.
bad.
Cards were really
cards
good.
were okay. Well, they started out really good, and then they got nerfed, and then they got nerfed, and then they got nerfed, and then they got kind of buffed.
I think they got buffed before they got nerfed.
They
Am I wrong?
They got to
Sorry.
a point where they were 10% AoE DPS increase.
Right.
For balance.
They started out as garbage, and then after the first patch, they got overcorrected, and then every subsequent major patch, they got.
And they were still really annoying.
They were always a lot of work.
Yes, for both healers by bringing in Astro. Cough, cough. Also, in A1, Astro was just... What? How is that even playable?
Kanata Parson Orange on that last one. Nice. 96 percentile.
Huh?
On that last one?
What?
I don't see
So
it.
Am I looking at the wrong?
I don't see.
Oh.
I'm at 94, but I mean that's probably right after.
Yeah, you got 94. I'm talking about healing.
Oh, healing.
Oh wait, that's from Healer of E3. That's cheating.
Is that a thing? Did you use it?
Yes, I
use it on
did.
the last one? I thought I used it on that last poll.
Oh.
I think Limit Break has its
you
own.
already had now.
Oh.
I also think limit break doesn't count as your healing.
Usually not.
Yeah,
I
it
mean, it could
doesn't
be
count
fun.
as your
Oh,
DPS.
it doesn't. Pulse of Life, 31,000 healing. I guess there's just a lot of panicking. Yep, just a lot of panicking. Don't worry about it. Please ignore me.
I mean, it's understandable, I guess, because I'm getting greedier and greedier every pull.
Yeah, we noticed.
Yeah, I'm starting to. I don't know. You guys see me inching forward and getting positioned ready and shit like that.
No,
I'm
it's
gonna
not the
start doing
position stuff. It's like you're letting us like, oh, it's they're at 26,000 HP, both the tanks. Oh, there probably won't be another auto attack.
So I'll say this: the only time I click on you tanks is if Tetra's up or Divine Benison's up. Alternatively, during the Maelstrom phases when we're running around, I might throw a regen on you. But aside from that, I haven't been healing you guys at all. That's been all Kanata.
I mean, before the first tank buster, you probably shouldn't heal me at all.
Yeah, I don't.
Here's
If
a
you're
question.
It's like from my AoE, like a size or something.
Tam,
Exactly.
So
are you using Nascent Flash deliberately in that?
I am not actually using it in that fight at all.
So something that I did that you could probably make use of is I have a macro that just deliberately puts Nascent Flash on a particular party member. I think if you just always like you have a macro that just like Nascent Flash on Salenta, you can probably get a lot of healing specifically.
I mean, the only time I am using Nascent Flash in that fight is during the part where we're getting hit by cars, like consistently. And then I usually save inner release for that so that Salenta gets a decent bit of healing from it.
Yeah, it's like a 12k heal, 20k heal.
Yeah.
Nice, Kanata. What am I looking at here?
I think he just died, so I had to cover.
The old 99 percentile in healing.
I'm pretty sure he just died, so I had to do something about it.
Yeah, I think you were
12%
healing
overheal too.
That's when you had to heal that like line stack.
Yeah, by
That sounds
myself.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Solo healing that is real rough. Holy
I died 3 times that one. Yeah, okay.
Even I got 75th percentile in healing. Midori got 91st percentile in healing in that.
Just delete that part. So we don't need that on our record.
You don't make fun of him
needs to
for
see
having
that.
a high percentile in healing when you died.
It's like
This
one
isn't
of
the
our
one I
better
was giving him
pulls.
guff for. I was giving him guff for the last one. Speaking of macro, tell me more about this not having to click bullshit for Asylum.
Okay, so you make an macro. If you can have a multi-purpose macro if you want to alternate it based off of who you have targeted, or if you want to make a separate macro for different buttons based on if you want to place it manually or not. So I guess that's the first question.
So literally all I wanted to do is drop under my feet like ley lines without having to use my mouse because I cannot stand clicking the ground.
He only understands
Okay.
language.
So the macro is going to be /AC, then space asylum, and you can use tab to auto complete that for the auto translate if you want, and then space less than 1 greater than.
Okay, so AC Asylum 1 got
That's it.
what?
That's it.
Is that going to put it under my feet?
It puts it centered on.
Yeah, centered on party
Target number
member
1 in the party list.
which is you.
Do I still have to click it to activate it?
You have to click the macro button to activate it, yes.
Okay, but not on the ground.
You don't
put
have
it
to
on the
click.
ground.
It will
And then
drop it
puts-
underneath your feet.
That is a new meta. Are you kidding me? Hang on, let me try.
That's like what Dark Knights did for Salted Earth since the beginning of Heaven's.
Oh, I would always use target and not myself, but
Well,
yeah.
well, yes, for a target rather than yourself, but still, yeah.
Oh.
I'm in a dungeon. The guy didn't interrupt the Cyclops, so everybody got knocked off.
Are you tanking?
No, I am Black Mage.
I hate tanks that don't interrupt that stuff.
That is so cool. It works. Holy shit.
I
Okay.
don't always interrupt it.
Keep in mind,
But-
you can't buffer macros.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
Like,
What do you mean?
it's a macro.
Macros
so-
don't. There's a half-second buffer of where if you
Treat
push
it
the
like
button,
drinking
it'll
a
fire.
potion.
I see. Okay. That's fine. Either way, it's going to save me like 0.7 seconds not having to do this clicking bullshit because I seriously hated laying this thing on.
Alternatively, you can change your settings to when you push the button, the thing appears under your mouse cursor.
No, I want to
Okay.
avoid that at all costs because that's the part that was like I could press the hotkey all day, but then I got to move it around with my mouse and put it where I want to be, and that's like too much work. I just want it under my feet.
Okay.
Kelly, do you target someone with your Dragon Sight, or is it just random?
It is an 8-line macro that is supposed to target Vias first.
Did you see when I got it? That one time?
Yes.
I was not complaining.
I got it also one time.
It is supposed. Okay, so what it is supposed to do is it is supposed to target player 5, or not 5, player 6, then 7, then 8, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. Based on if all others aren't in range.
So does it like that's a proximity? Like
It's
float
not
thing?
supposed to be proximity. It's just supposed to be was
Whichever one it hits
player
first.
yeah, was player 6 in range when that button was hit? No, moves on to 7. No, moves on to 8. No, moves on to 2. No, etc., etc.
What kind of
It's not-
stars got to align for me to get hit by that then?
You need all the DPS and both the tanks to be out of range.
That's wild. Considering we stack at the beginning of that fight, that's wild.
I'm surprised it got to me.
It's weird. Sometimes it just gets wonky.
Yeah, some of that might also just be
Oh,
random timing.
could it be due to like when you hit the macro, like it might not start, or it might start like doing the macro, but it won't be able to do the ability until it gets to like the third or fourth part of the macro.
No, because the macro won't even fire if like the macro won't even trigger if I'm in the lock after an ability.
Which is why macros are janky in the first place.
Like it doesn't buffer anything, and there is no time delay between when it goes off. It checks all 8 conditions at once, and it's just first in, first out. And it's not a radial deploy either. So if Ice is at 9 yalms and you're at 2 yalms, it's still going to hit Vias, or it should, assuming not server timing shenanigans, because he's in range. Whereas if it was radial, it would just execute all 8 lines at once and pick the person who's closest.
Yeah, I want to say one of the